Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana. Kalonzo Musyoka was today in his home county of Kitui, and he leaked some information that have really been causing a lot of mixed political reaction. So in this video, I want us to listen into Kalonzo Musyoka, after which, as usual here, we are just going to analyze that to see exactly the political meaning of what Kalonzo is just trying to say. Listen into this.
Siasa kinara wa Wiper Kalonzo Musyoka amepasua mbarika na kudai kuwa gavana wa Kitui Ngilu ndiye alikuwa kizingiti katika makubaliano yake na Raila Odinga hapo jana. Kalonzo alisema hayo akiwa nyumbani kwake eneo Tsekuru, kaunti ya Kitui.
I was reading the madhanguma ya ziate sujui masaadha nzatu Kalonzo aikweka ailea kweka na nini ukweli ni Raila nuna leto sign. That was a problem. Abateto ikaluki nikana Kalonzo ndakaone anything ngombe tukesi mena nda kuwa kinuka ai Raila saini kinuka kwasia Azimio oka nondo mwisho ndateka mwisho Raila anao kiena kaluki na kona vya Gideon Moi.
Yes. From that short clip, Kalonzo Musyoka is accusing Charity Ngilu that she was the stumbling block between him and Raila Odinga reaching a consensus yesterday. Because yesterday, we were told that Raila's coronation at KICC Nairobi was to start around 9 a.m. But that coronation delayed by over 5 good hours. And we were meant to believe that it was because of Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo had laid or rather tabled some fresh demands yesterday. And Kenyans were made to believe that it was Kalonzo who had actually refused to append his signatures yesterday. So Kalonzo is actually just telling Kenyans that it was not him, but Raila Odinga who never wanted to sign or rather to append his signatures. What does that mean politically? Kalonzo is cleverly trying to tell his Ukambani nation that actually got a good deal. Yes, he got a good deal. Because it was Raila who was finding it a little bit hard to agree to append his signature. So Kalonzo is just informing his Ukambani nation that he was not shortchanged, but he got the best of a deal. That's what Kalonzo Musyoka is just trying to say indirectly. And then secondly, from the look of things, if you look at Kalonzo Musyoka and his team, some more hardliners, and then you look at the 3 Ukambani governors, it's a given fact that it was the 3 Ukambani governors who actually joined Raila Odinga before Kalonzo and his team joined Azimio. So the mere fact that Kalonzo Musyoka followed the 3 Ukambani governors to Azimio has actually been giving the 3 Ukambani governors some political mileage in Ukambani. Because now they are being seen that they saw the right direction before Kalonzo Musyoka and his hardliners could see. And now that Kalonzo also followed them to Azimio, these 3 Ukambani governors, I know they might be getting some limelight or rather some political mileage on the ground. So Kalonzo is actually trying to remove that mileage from these 3 Ukambani governors by attacking Charity Ngilu. Because now, Charity Ngilu will be contesting for Kitui gubernatorial seat through her party, NAC. And Kalonzo Musyoka also has some strong aspirants in Wiper who also will be going for that seat. And the mere fact that these Kalonzo's hardliners actually never wanted Kalonzo to join Azimio. But now that Kalonzo has joined Azimio, it's a big blow to these hardliners because now they are now being seen as losers. So on the ground, the 3 Ukambani governors, I know, they might be getting some political mileage. So Kalonzo Musyoka is just trying to kill that. He's just trying to give the mileage to his aspirants, and in this case in Kitui, by actually attacking Charity Ngilu. And you know, Kalonzo is the foremost senior politician in Ukambani. And a good number of Ukambani residents still listen and see Kalonzo Musyoka as their ethnic and political kingpin. And Kalonzo's words from some quarters, his words are still being taken seriously. So I strongly believe Kalonzo is just trying to decampaign Charity Ngilu in Kitui, and as he does that, he's giving a mileage to aspirants aligned to him, because he also wants to have elected leaders in Kitui. And then another thing that can explain that, Charity Ngilu and Kalonzo Musyoka, they have a long-standing political and ideological differences. And that is something that has not started today with this Azimio thing. In the year 2000, not 2000, in the year 1997, Charity Ngilu contested for the presidency through SDP party. And actually Charity Ngilu swept the entire Ukambani. Kalonzo at that time was firmly in Kanu. So Kalonzo never campaigned or voted for Charity Ngilu. Kalonzo was with Moi. That was in 1997. And then when Kalonzo Musyoka contested for the presidency in 2007, Ngilu supported Raila Odinga at the expense of Kalonzo Musyoka. And Ngilu in 2007 actually braved the wiper wave in Kitui Central constituency. And Ngilu retained a seat through NAC. And actually in Kitui Central constituency, Ngilu delivered some good thousands of votes for Raila Odinga in ODM. So you can now see that the war started way too early. And then in 2012 and 2017, Kalonzo was with Raila, so there was no war there. And then in 2022, it's almost certain that if Kalonzo and Raila Odinga could have not reached a consensus, then Charity Ngilu was automatically going to go with Raila Odinga at the expense of Kalonzo Musyoka. So we can also conclude that there has been a long-standing political rivalry between Charity Ngilu and Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And this incident of today is just proving that. So what are the political implications of Kalonzo coming out in public to make such kind of claims and allegations? I don't think that was the best thing Kalonzo ought to have done, because the mere fact that actually they eventually reached a consensus, or rather a deal with Raila Odinga, it just means that now all those things are actually now overtaken by events. They are now overtaken by events. They are now watered down under the bridge, I mean. So Kalonzo ought not to have come out in public to actually now attack Charity Ngilu. Because after all, they are now all in Azimio. And the main aim of Ngilu and Kalonzo Musyoka now is to whip the Ukambani nation into voting for Raila Odinga to the last person. But now Kalonzo coming out in public is sending some confusion on the ground. And that confusion can make it very, very hard for these two leaders to actually whip the Ukambani nation to the last person to support Raila Odinga. Because now some leaders are going to see that now maybe Kalonzo is in Azimio, but half-heartedly. And that can augur very negatively for Raila Odinga in terms of Ukambani votes. Kalonzo Musyoka and Charity Ngilu ought to have sought out their differences in private without bringing it all to the public. And then again, it shows Kalonzo Musyoka is a bitter person and also a petty person. Because the mere fact that Ngilu was maybe on Raila's side does not now mean that now they are still enemies. They have now reached a consensus. Ngilu and Kalonzo are now, their objective is now one. So that also exposes Kalonzo as just being petty and somebody who keeps grudges. That also comes out very, very clearly. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that those are the kind of things I can read from those remarks by Kalonzo Musyoka. So it's up to Kalonzo and Ngilu actually for them to actually consolidate the Ukambani vote properly. They must actually read from the same page. They should not actually be attacking one another in public. Because attacking one another in public can just actually backfire on the ground, and Raila can lose some very good votes in Ukambani. That's what I can read or see from those remarks by Kalonzo Musyoka. Otherwise, just as I did state when we were starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. And to those who are watching us outside Kenya for the very first time, and you've not subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.